Hi, friends. Host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People, and this evening I come to you with a short video that will explain a bit of some changes I made today. So, earlier today I had a really great conversation in the Always Open room with a couple INFJs and an ISFJ, and came to understand that, well, what I did and what I ended up doing was taking down all of the Nick videos that are on the main page. Not from the Raw channel. I mean, that's history. I'm not going to mess with it. It's just whatever it is. But I took down all the battle-y stuff. And the reason I took it down was it occurred to me that I'm operating under an old paradigm that doesn't really apply anymore and that doesn't make any sense anymore. Perhaps one of my oldest paradigms is you fight as though you have nothing to lose. You be more hardcore than the other people. You be willing to lay it all on the line. All in. You know? And because, of course, when I was operating that paradigm, I didn't have much to lose. I was either young and stupid or drunk and stupid. I don't know. Old habits die hard. Anyhow, there's a takeaway I want to take away from this, or the message I want the viewer to potentially take away from it, is the message I want me to take away from this is don't get lost in the trees. Try not to get lost in the trees, Eric. I have a tendency to get lost in the trees. And that's what happened with this. You know, I get dragged down into a big fight on the grounds that I'm always down to fight, and I was right. There was some injustice, some minor injustice. But, the biggest issue was really I was offended by the lack of TI consistency. You know, and what I was experiencing was the frustration of somebody arguing against another individual who's only dissimulating, who is not interested whatsoever in the truth, is just dissimulating or dissembling. So that's frustrating. But in that conversation earlier today, as I was talking to those introverts and feeling great, just really enjoying myself and understanding that they were disappointed. They're not. People don't like it when I display elements of myself that are ill-advised, and they don't like to see me make mistakes. And the reason this is the case is because whether they know me from the raw room or they just know me from watching videos or whatever, they care about me. They don't want to see me making mistakes. They don't want to think bad about me. They want me to live up to the best parts of myself and the best parts that I display on videos. And I think whether anybody could articulate exactly what was going on, I think what everybody saw was that I was letting myself get dragged down into I used energy that was pointless. you know, someone would point out, nobody ever suspected you actually did that thing, Eric. And I would just say, well, that's not the point. No, of course nobody suspected I did that thing. Of course I didn't do that. Um, but that's not the point. This guy needs to pay for his refusal to acknowledge truths, you know. And my basic position on that was, and remains, even school children know that you can't spread a rumor about somebody that doesn't have any evidence to it, and say that they've done something bad and just your own made up motive story, you know. Well, Nick's the kind of guy who blah 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 blah. He has these psychological aspects, so we can imagine a scenario in which he was motivated to do this. Well, we can imagine a scenario in which Nick was motivated to do all kinds of awful stuff, given the things we know about his nature. But that doesn't mean he did it, and it doesn't mean we can accuse him of it. What I did accuse him of, and maintain the accusation of, is of lying, because if he's not lying, then it means he genuinely thinks it's okay to make up a weakly justified motive story and accuse anybody of anything. And I don't think he really believes that's the case. I mean, he must know that's not okay. He knows at this point that he can't make any concessions because everything collapses. The reason I bring it up at all is because he was here earlier in the day in the room, and I think he showed up to prove that he's not a coward. I guess he doesn't understand what I mean by cowardice. Cowardice isn't about showing up like he did, although it took a little bit of cojones. I'm not denying that. Cowardice is the ability to face your own demons, the inability to face them, the inability to recognize when it's time to cut your losses. And that's what this is for me. It's time to cut my losses. I've spent enough time on this, and I've turned off some of my friends a little bit. I mean, you know, not like they're forgiving people. And I didn't do anything terribly wrong or anything. I just failed as a media maker, basically. And I failed. Nick strategically on one level won that fight in the sense that he engaged me for that long about it. You know, he was driving the action in terms of my behaviors. But that's done now. We're not going to play that game anymore. And so the reason is to win this fight and get what I think is appropriate, which is to see the abject defeat in his eyes. To win it, I'd have to put together the research. I have to do the work, the legwork of going through all the videos, the raw videos, and compiling his statements, comparing them against one another, and building a case, presenting all that kind of stuff. Well, I mean, when he came in the room this morning and hadn't made no progress, and had obviously backtracked, I just dismissed him from the room, and that's what I'm gonna do from now on. If he shows up, just dismiss him. And, you know, he can keep trying to come in, but I dismiss him before he can even say a word, so I'm not going to do him any good. At any rate, the reason I'm okay with just withdrawing from the field of battle here, even if it means you think I lost the fight, doesn't matter. I mean, the reason is because I'm loved. People care about me. And I don't want to let them down. And it's a gift that it's hard won. I have to be good all the time. So I'm not going to disappoint my friends. And I'm not going to allow another individual to make ownership claims on my time and spirit like that. I've got a lot of interesting things going on. I'm really happy right now. And let the blips be blips. Yeah, it's just a blip. So remember that, Eric. Keep it in mind. And it's all good. I'm super excited about going to Detroit. I'm going to stop and see Lorenz. These are my people I'm hoping to stop and see for sure, at least, is these people. Lorenz, Lightbulb, Taylor, Host Ken, new addition Michelle, to a new addition to this, and Unify. Is that all the people? Lorenz, Lightbulb, Taylor, Ken, Michelle, Unify. 6 people. 6 artifacts I'll be retrieving. I'll see Katie as well, of course, with Taylor, I'm sure. Maybe I won't, I don't know, but I would anticipate I would. And, yeah, those are the only 2 people that are in the same location. So I'm really excited about that, and looking forward to it. And I'm really excited to see the Talking with Famous People raw room grow. And like when I went in there earlier, I couldn't get a camera spot. It was full. It was already full. So that's really neato. I was really excited about working with, well, not working with, but just hanging out with Connor last night and having him freestyle over a guitar thing I sent him, and how quick and easy it was from I'm gonna play his guitar rhythm to now he's rapping over it 5 minutes later. You know, it's amazing, and he's such a good rapper too. It's like I love the fact that I've got interesting people who do interesting things coming around and sharing in a positive, encouraging way in our respective creative processes. So, thank you all for being here, watching Talking with Famous People, being part of the TwFP Raw Room, whatever capacity you are here or contribute. I really appreciate it. And I will do my very best to keep this place poison free. I understand the value of an environment that's both honest and caring. And I want to thank my friends very much for caring about me enough to be honest and have that conversation with me and have other conversations with me, helping me to transition away from shortcomings towards a better execution of self from now forward forever, hopefully. I'm always hopefully getting a little bit closer to the ideal form of Eric. Kinder, gentler Eric, who nevertheless is not afraid to pull out a gat and shove it in your fucking face. I mean, I can't get rid of that part. Metaphorically, I don't have any gats, but you know, maybe eventually I'll get one. I don't know. Have a nice evening. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese, and thank you again for watching Talking with Famous People. I've been your host, Eric. I hope you've enjoyed this walk down Talking Lane.